Hello YouTube, here I have my HyperGo H16BM, my son's first hobby grade RC. He played a lot with this one. We done some crazy stunts, and in this video here I'm going to be servicing this car because something is wrong. Let me take the body off. As you can see, I have installed a couple of upgrades. There's aluminum parts right here in the towers, as well as in the front here. I have this aluminum tower right there. I think that's really what we done in this car. So it's been holding up pretty well, but I noticed something wrong with the differential. Let me get this into the tripod here and I will show you. If I lock this wheel and I spin this, that's not supposed to be like that, right? It should not be spinning freely like this. The other side doesn't do the same thing. See, now if I rotate this, it rotates here because I'm locking the other wheel. So when I rotate this, I should see this moving. Same should happen when I locked the other wheel. This one should run, and it does not. So we'll be opening up this and finding out what's wrong. And maybe if I have the replacement part here, we'll replace. If not, we'll get it, and you'll see the whole process here. So there are several screws that you need to remove to access the motor. So we are going to start removing all of these top screws here to get these parts off. To remove this cover here, you gotta remove all of these screws as well here, because this is one big plastic part. With these screws removed, now the tower is kind of loose here. So I'll remove the shocks as well, the pins that hold the arms. Right here, 2 screws and the shocks. And then there will be a couple of more screws down here that we need to access to be able to pull this up. Right now I already removed the shocks. So both shocks are loose and still connected here. So I could probably just remove these screws right here and I would be able to pull this up, but I'm just going to remove these 2 screws and pull that. It's probably gonna be a little cleaner, or maybe just one of the sides here. If I just remove this one, okay, pin is out. Now I can have access to the entire thing. Oh, I'm just remove one more screw here. This vehicle is kind of hard to service. As you can see, there are too many screws. But anyway, it's done. The wheels are off. Now I can see the top cover. I already removed 2 screws from here. 1, 2, 4 more here. There is just 2 right here that's hidden right there. So let's go ahead and get those out. This is pretty dirty here. I'm not getting a good grip with this screwdriver. Okay, now that I have all the screws removed, I can just pull these up and let's look at the differential. So the cover comes out pretty easily. And what I think is broken here, it is this piece right here. This is probably broken inside. Let's inspect this and see what's going on. But it's all loose. Like you can see, it's rotating here, not rotating the other side. Something's really bad inside here. So I done a little bit of cleaning here. Sometimes just if these 4 screws in the back are a little loose, that's enough to make this spin like it's doing right now. So I'll try to, just tie this down and see what happens. I'm just tying this down. Those screws are a little loose. It's locking. It's really locking now in place. See? I'll still have something is probably not good in there. So what I'm gonna do is really take the screws out and see. Let's look inside. It's really hard to see. It's really hard to see. It doesn't really look like the gears are stripped out. So let me pull all of these pieces out. Okay, so yeah, I do have a broken tooth right there. So this is going to be a problem. Let's see if I can get some good lighting here. Right there. So this tooth right here is broken. So this is going to be it for this part. It needs to be replaced. It's missing a tooth right there. Also, these little gears are all worn out too bad. See, missing tooth right here. So this is going to be the end of this differential. And yes, I do have a spare part. I don't recall if this came within the 16BM, the H16PL, or which vehicle this part came. But it came in the same box with the vehicle. So it's gonna work perfectly right here. It is the same part. It is the same differential. It's going to be a direct fit right there. All right, so installing the new differential is pretty easy. Just slot it in place. It fits like a charm. Perfect. Get your cover back on. Lock in place. Give it a twist. There you have it. Is it all the way? All the way, see? All the way. Rotate to one side, rotate to the other one. There you go. So just put all the screws back in place. And this should be it. Not hard at all. Have those 4 screws in place, holding this. So now let's make sure we can align these parts right here. We're gonna start with these ones. Rotate a little bit here. Okay, so both are there. Now it's time to, oh, this goes into this. So that this one goes here. And then this gets bolted in here. So align the arm, get your pin through here. And you'll do the same thing for the other side. There you go. And then tie this. Be careful not to strip. Those are all plastic parts, and if you go too crazy, you strip these plastics. All right, so I have those in place. The easiest way I found here is connect your tower back in place and then move on into assembling your shocks. So let's start with the first bolt, right? First screw right here in the top. It's always better if I flip this around. You got the idea, right? You need to connect this right there. Almost in the end now, so just putting this top screws on this top cover here. Give it a good grip. One more here. Okay, there you have it. Now if I lock this wheel in the ground and I rotate this, it rotates the opposite one there. If I rotate here, it doesn't spin freely like it was before. So differential fixed. Car is ready to go. Put this cover back on. Again, pretty decent RC. It's been holding up well for so long. Had to replace this differential, but that's fine. It did hold over a year with lots of good play time. Love this car. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you liked this short video here on how to replace your rear differential on this Hypergo H16BM. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next one.